Dick Harmon and Kragthorpe cover the Ainge era. They've also documented the Fredette years at BYU. Dick's a sports writer with the Deseret News, Kurt with the Salt Lake Tribune. At one point, they were both with the Provo Daily Herald, and so was I. So we have everybody covered, and we welcome you to the show.
Thanks, Dave.
If you had to come up with a headline, Kurt, to kind of capture what Fredette has meant to BYU, what would you come up with?
Well, that's a good question, but Jimmer Mania pretty much sums it up. And if anything, I underestimated what a big story this would become this year.
Did you underestimate it, Dick? As you got it, you saw him getting to a little more playing time, and
well, we knew that he was sick last year, and so we probably didn't see the kind of year that he could have had.
Right.
So like Kurt, I just think he exploded at that game at Utah with the performance that he had, and then it just kind of built from there, and it just went viral.
Yeah.
And the technology and the way it is, I think, added to that. We never had that 30 years ago.
One thing the two of you didn't do while covering Ainge was send out a tweet at any time. And the technological age that we are in has really helped Fredette skyrocket to the national story with just one national TV game.
Yeah, ESPN was barely invented at that time as well, and I think that's a big part of the story of Jimmer. I mean, everything fit to make him explode, to use Dick's word, because he just became such a household name, literally partly because of his first name, which is unique, and just everything about him became a big story. Kind of a year on the college basketball landscape when everyone was looking for someone to really distinguish himself, and Jimmer and the Cougars have done that.
If he is named Player of the Year and breaks Danny Ainge's scoring record, where does that put him in BYU history books? Does it put him ahead of number 22 or just next to him?
That's tough to say. Ainge went on to have a very big NBA career, and that shouldn't count in it. But automatically, when he finishes this season, he's qualified for all of those things to have his jersey retired,
right.
Except for maybe the time element. He's been an All-American. He would have been National Player of the Year, and he's qualified right now to have his jersey retired on the banner. But there'll be a time element there. But that would be the biggest thing. He does belong.
Yeah.
And, as a child, I go all the way back to Krešimir Ćosić, and that, as much as the Ainge comparison, is what Jimmer reminds me of. That was the first year of the Marriott Center when Kresh was a junior, I believe, and the way the place was packed all the time, and people just had such a fascination with him. It would have been interesting 40 years later to see what the national response to Ćosić was, because I think they're actually similar players in a lot of ways, too.
Just a little shorter.
Exactly.
Jimmer, right? Kurt, Dick, thank you very much. We'll read your material from Las Vegas this week at the Mountain West Conference Tournament.